Me, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Nice.
You?
Nice to see you again. How are you?
I'm quite. I think it's quite good.
And how was your day today? Can you please tell me what did you do today?
Today it was normal work. I have to work at my company, and in the evening I took a party for my father's birthday.
Uh-huh. 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 Today is Father's birthday.
I have just come back home.
Okay. And how old is your father? Can you please tell me how old is your father?
My father is 80.
Okay. And did you buy something interesting for your father? Did you buy some gifts? What is
Yeah, I bought for him a machine to make fill water, and it can have some other functions,
and
such as cold and hot weather. Because it's normal, my mother often had to cook water for make meal for him. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And he likes that? Does he likes that? Did you enjoy? Is he happy? Can you please tell me?
Vietnamese people have a different culture from foreign culture. So he didn't say anything, but I guess he liked it.
Okay. I didn't know about this. That okay. So this is something that is, yes, I think that I understand what you want to say. Okay, very nice. And I forgot to ask you, when is your birthday? Can you please tell me when is your birthday?
My birthday
So when is your birthday? Can you please tell
is
me?
19th of May.
19th of May. Very nice. Oh, soon. That will be soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. And can you please tell me what is something that you want for your birthday? Do you want some presents? What do you want for your birthday? Can you please tell me?
I think maybe I wish I have a happy party with my family.
Happy birthday with your family. So you will enjoy. That is something that is. This is something that is really,
My parents are always strong.
very nice. Okay, this is something that is great, and this is something that is really nice and really good. Okay, now let's see. Okay, that was really good. Okay, so we will start. We have here a really nice and interesting class. Okay, just one moment. Okay, I want to share my screen just to find. Okay, and there we go. Sharing my screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
You please wait me a minute. I open my computer to see. It's easy for me to see. Yeah. Hi. Yes, it's better now.
Okay, so can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Okay, very nice. Now we have here this, okay, this text. Okay, can you please tell me what is happening here in this picture? Can you please tell me what is happening here? In this,
I think that maybe a boss is angry with everyone, and maybe they are surprised or not. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe they are surprised at him.
Mhm.
I'm not sure that he's angry or he's so enthusiastic.
Mhm. Okay. And can you please tell me, yes, okay, can you please tell me, what would you do if your boss is angry on you? Okay, so what is something that you would do if the boss is
Angry. I remember last when I was drunk, so was a hot person, and it's easy for me to angry with no reason. But uh, for I think maybe for 2 or 3 years, I realized that it was not good for my children, and they were afraid of me, and I think that I take uh, take their creativity away,
Mm-hmm.
and when I read a book how to be a good parent, how to be a good parent. So I try my best. Maybe I make every effort to keep my calm when I feel angry.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, mm, and I was surprised at for a long time. So I have never angry with anyone.
Mm-hmm. So you're not angry on anyone. Okay. Yes. Okay. And what would you do, for example, if someone upsets you, if someone, for example, make you feel angry, then you feel angry. So what is something that you would do in this situation?
If I am not satisfied with their activities,
Mm-hmm.
I think that at that time that I wouldn't say anything, and I do another work. I do another work, and then when I think they they are in a better situation as well as me.
Mm-hmm.
I uh, I try to comprehend what is happen, and I think at that time is the best time for everyone to look against that situation, and then we can learn from that, and I think that that's the best way for my partner, my children, and so on. So will be better, and our relationship is more strengthened.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. Okay, so this is something that is yes. Okay, and I want to ask you, can you please tell me? Okay, we have here listen conversation. Okay, so tell your teacher about problem that you had when you're traveling. Okay, so what are some common problems that you're having, for example, when you travel? Do you have some common problems when you're traveling?
Yes, I often I I often go travel with my company, and I remember as it's uh, some there always some problem for me. For example, last year when I went to a tour with my colleagues, and the tour guides give a lot of objects, a lot of uh, adjectives, landscape, and so on, and they push us to uh, be on the bus all day. I think so, and to go one spot. to another, and then we go to the bus. We continue to keep the bus and didn't take a rest.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that it's a terrible, and I was so tired, and I thought that the holiday for me is better if I have some time for recharge my energy, not not to uh, travel or get around a lot, got around
Mm-hmm.
or not. Yeah.
Okay, and why you were traveling? Why you were go to some place? Why did you go? What is the reason? Why did you go to some
Um,
place?
because my company have a high rule. Is that when they gave us some tour guides for traveling, no one can give a review except they are ill.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to go with them, and but it's always make me tired.
Mm-hmm. Always make me feel tired. Okay, and what was the problem when you're traveling? What is something that can be a problem?
I think there apart from that, there are a lot of problem. Maybe when I go to abroad for traveling, some language barrier is a problem. When I got lost, I remember that 10 years ago when I travel on in China.
Mm-hmm.
But you perhaps know that Chinese, most of Chinese don't speak English any
Mm-hmm.
words. Yeah, so they only speak Chinese.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I got lost, I I couldn't find the way to come back my hotel.
Mm-hmm.
It took me, I think, maybe a half of days, and a lot of people had to find me. I think it's so terrible. It was
Mm-hmm.
so terrible. Yeah.
Mhm. It was so terrible. Okay, and okay, and what was your best? Okay, so what is your the best okay place that you visited so far? Can you please tell me what was the best place that you visited so far? Can you please tell me?
The best.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the best place. Okay, so what was the best place that you
I
that you
think in my country or another country.
in another country? Okay, can you please?
In another country, I went traveling a lot of countries. Most in most 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 of them in Asia.
Mhm.
And some apart from that, I went to New Zealand for I think since
Mhm.
2018.
Mhm.
Uh,
2018. Mhm.
yeah, 2018. I was surprised with the beautiful landscape, and it's quiet place, and I can see that every people maybe sleep slowly, and I think uh, they they uh, they keep calm,
Mhm.
and they enjoy in fresh air, enjoy their life, and I think they are so happy with their life in that environment. It's quite different from my country. When 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 I go out my house and I look into the roads, every pupils concentrate on the roads, and they go very fast on the and they drive to maybe they don't look around anything. So I think it's don't look like I think the Maybe they they don't they mean it it doesn't seem they are live. I
Mm-hmm.
think that they are only work.
Mm-hmm.
And
Uh,
you?
okay, and how did you feel when you used to have these problems? Okay, so can you please tell me how did you feel? Okay, when you used to have these problems that are mentioned here, did you feel angry? Did you feel what was the feeling that you used to have? Can you describe a little bit your feeling? Okay.
My feeling.
Mm-hmm. When you used to have some problems. Okay, so can you please tell me how did you
uh,
feel?
a lot of people think that extrovert person. It's easy for me to talk with anyone, but it's not true. I try my best to become that person, but I think that introvert person. So every time when I have problem, I feel so sad, and I hide I have any feeling behind in my mind. And I I often read some book or take some coffee around to relax my mind and don't talk to anyone.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And who did you talk to when you have some problems? Who do you usually talk to? Hmm?
Cool.
Who okay,
Who?
who did you talk to when you have some problems?
No.
Who no no
When I
no.
have problem,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
yeah, when I have problem, I talk to any no nobody.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And why? Why you don't talk with anybody? What is the reason?
I think maybe uh I'm truly introvert person, and I don't want to somebody I don't want to complain my problem to anyone. And I only want to see everyone's smile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I keep my problem for myself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And why? Do you think this is good or bad? What do you think?
uh, for me maybe it's good, because no one can understand what I think.
Mm-hmm.
uh, and the second, I think that I am a strong person every day when I can solve uh, um, any problem I have.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and how when you have a problem, how was it resolved? Okay, so what is the solution for the problems? Okay, can you please tell
um,
me? Mm-hmm.
I think that I I will think about the solution for it. For example, when when I am out of money,
Mm-hmm.
I try to think about how many how many left me, and how many I can earn for this month, and how I can do another thing to earn more money, and so on. And then I try my best to do everything to make my finance is better every day. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I don't ask anyone for help.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and why you don't ask anyone for help? Why is that?
I think that maybe it's my character. I think that I want to be a strong person in other eyes.
Mhm. In other eyes. Okay, very nice. And how did you feel when this situation was over? Okay, so when this situation that you used to have it's over,
Mhm.
how did you
It's
feel about this?
maybe you don't believe that it's the, but I think that it's normal, because I always have problem, and I solve it every day. So it's it's normal as my work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the special thing for me to feel. For example, somebody when they gain a lot of money, they win very surprised and they very happy. But
Mm-hmm.
for me, it's normal. I
Mm-hmm.
I don't care anything when I am fail or I am win.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
it's not that I am not make every effort. I always make every effort to do everything I want. But when I achieve it, I think it's normal.
Okay, so this is something that is normal. Okay, now we have here this try to use some language expression. Okay, so something that can be used. Okay, try and to describe an event. Okay, on what event would you like to participate? Where would you, for example, where would you? Okay, what event do you like to see? Do you like to see, for example?
Event.
Yes, event means, for example, do you like to go on a concert? Do you like to go to visit museums? What do you like? Can you please tell me what
Oh
events do you like to see?
yes. I think that maybe a flower festival.
Hmm.
Yes,
Okay.
I always want to take part in that festival
Hmm.
because when I see a lot of flower, because I think that I am a flower person. I I love flower and I love the colorful in the life. When I
Hmm.
uh, colorful life, when I see a lot of flower, I feel quite happy
Hmm.
and I I can it's worth taking some photographs
Hmm.
and yeah and enjoy myself with my children or my friends and we can uh, find find out about some flower and how they can grow them, how they can grow it, and
Hmm.
um, and then um, maybe we can take realize
Hmm.
and maybe buy some plant some flower plant and bring it home to grow and for decorating my house.
Decorating your house. Okay. Now, and can you please tell me? Okay, so we have here these expressions. Okay, so I want to ask you. Imagine that you are going to the London. Okay, so you will go to London. Okay, so what is something interesting that you can see in London when you go to the London? So what is
uh,
something
if,
interesting that you can see?
if I have a chance to go to uh, England, I would like to go to see Big Bang.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and
Yeah,
and why
because
why?
it's so famous.
Mhm. Okay, and why the Big Bang is so special for you? Why?
Uh, because I think the time is very important for everyone, and at the in England we have a big clothes, and I have never seen that. It's make me curious.
Hmm. Okay, and when you go, for example, to some, when you visit some hotel or something, what is something that is important for you? Can you please tell me? When you visit some hotel and when you are in a hotel, what is important? Is important to have a nice bedroom? Is it important to have a nice meal? So, what is something that is important for
Uh,
you?
when I go traveling, hotel is important, but it's not so important. I think the local cuisine or talking with local person and people is much more so interesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and why is that interesting and it's important for you? Can you please tell me why?
Because I can acquire new knowledge about their culture, about their language, and the way they live, and so on. And I think that open, it's broaden my mind,
Mhm.
and I will have a lot of new knowledge, and it's help me to be an interesting person, and I have a lot of story. Um, I can take it in my mind, and I can take it in the conversation with my friends when I turn back to my hometown.
Mhm. Okay, very nice. Now we have here this. Okay, okay. There, tell your teacher about problem. Okay, so you used to have some problems when you're traveling. Okay, now we have here language box. Okay, so we have is if an adjective has one syllable,
Yeah.
add er. Okay, now let's try. Let's try to see. Would you mind is common for polite requests. Would you mind flying tomorrow instead of today? Okay, now I want to ask you, can you please tell me when you want to ask someone for something? So how would you ask someone for something? What would you say, for example, if you want to
Yes.
ask
When I
some?
when I want to, for example, when I want you to talk with me, I can say that, would you mind speaking with me?
Okay, and why? Why
Uh,
why do you say like this?
because it's polite, and it's maybe demand, and I think but when a uh, partner or my friends hear that, they will feel better, and they feel that they are respected.
hmm They feel respected. Okay, so they feel respected. Okay,
They
and
feel
mhm,
respected.
okay, and why do they feel like this? Why? What is the reason? Why do
uh,
they? Mhm,
Maybe because the question is I think that is a form of the question. It's polite for us somebody to do something.
It's polite to ask someone to do something. Okay, very nice. And can you please tell me why is that so important? Why?
Because it makes people feel happy, and make conversation is easier.
Okay, very nice. And what would you do? And they probably have a tighter schedule than me. Okay, so if you have, for example, a schedule uh, that is too busy, what would you do in this situation? Okay, so imagine that, for example, your schedule, okay, everything what you're doing, uh, okay, so you have with time. This is is called time conflict. Time conflict, for example, when you need to do a lot of things. Okay, so I just want to
Yeah.
explain you. Okay, I want to explain you what means time conflict. Time conflict. I want to show you. Okay, so the best way how I can show you the time conflict is like this. Okay, so this is my schedule. I'm writing my schedule all the time. Okay, I need to write that I don't have a time conflict. Okay,
Yeah.
so so did you ever, for example, on your schedule, do you have a time conflict like this that you need to do? Okay, did you, for example, schedule two meetings at the same time? That you, I know that you are very busy, but I just want to ask you, did you ever have a situation that you have a time conflict? Hmm?
Sometimes I know that you are so busy, and you can get by a lot of things at one time, but
Hmm.
it's impossible for me. So I choose another way to solve that problem.
Hmm.
I think I can make the list. Something is important, and I can do it better than anyone. I will keep it for myself, and something is not so important. I I will ask somebody to do it for me.
Okay, but yes, but my question was, did you ever had a time conflict? Did you ever been in situation that you, for example, schedule two meetings at the same time? Did you ever had have this situation?
Yeah, I have.
And
But
what happened? What happened? Can you please tell me what happened?
mm, I think that I have to choose one thing is important for me than is another thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what meetings are important for you? Okay. So do you have some meetings, for example, that are important for you that you need to do? So do you have some meetings that, for example, are really important for you that you need to do it? So can you please tell me? Okay. So do you have some meetings that?
Because I am an employer, so
Mhm.
a meeting with my boss is always most important for me. So if I have a meeting at one time for one is with my boss and one is with you, I think that I have to I have to a meeting with my boss.
Okay. Very nice. And why? Why is this important? Okay. Now, can you please tell me?
Because um, because he helped me to have a job, and if I do it well, I can earn so much money for keeping my family in a good condition.
Okay, very nice and very good. Okay, now let's take a look here. Okay, now we have here. Okay, this part. I just want to ask you about this part. We have here and when I went home. Okay, so what is something that you usually do when you come back home? Do you have something that you usually do when you, for example, come back home?
It's depend on no on that situation when I come back home. But it's not I normal come back home after my work, and I do some housework, cook for my children. But sometimes when I feel tired, I take a rest and ask my children do it instead of me.
Instead of you. Okay,
Instead of
and
me.
and why do you do something like this? Why? What is the reason?
Because I think that when I'm tired, it's better for me to take a rest, and I think that it can help me to recharge and my energy,
Recharge my energy.
recharge my energy, and then when I feel better, I will do something as usual.
Mhm. Okay, very nice. Okay, so do something that you like to do. Okay, and what is something? Okay, so we have here inconvenient. Okay, something that is what is something that is inconvenient for you?
It would
Okay,
be
so what is something that can be inconvenient for
uh,
you?
what is convenient for me,
Yeah,
inconvenient for me.
yes. What is something that is inconvenient for you?
Hmm. I think maybe I have to do my exercise at the same time I have to do my housework.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and why is that inconvenient for you? Why?
Because I'm under stress. If I cannot do my homework, my teacher will complain about that, and he or she will be not happy. I don't want that, but I am so tired, or I have to do my housework and I have to look after my children. I think that I think that working and studying at the same time is um, balancing act. So
Mm-hmm.
I try my best to balance it. sometimes it's convenient for me if I am not well.
Okay, if I'm not well. Okay, now let's see. Put the words into dialogue in the correct order, then listen again. Okay, so we need to
Yeah.
create here a sentence. So can you
Yes.
please, so can you please make a sentence here? Can you try to make a sentence here?
They could find anyone else. What uh what did what did they what did I don't know why.
They couldn't, okay, so you need to unscramble the sentence. Okay, so they couldn't find anyone else
Anyone else?
and, mhm,
And what was?
and guess what?
And
And
guess
guess,
what?
okay,
Guess what?
okay, okay, and guess what? Mhm,
Guess what?
mhm,
Yeah.
mhm,
They
okay.
uh they the situation would be what if I know if I come back if I come back they know the situation will be worse.
Okay, so what would you do? What would you do if you are come back? Okay, so what is something that you do when you are come back?
uh I don't know. I don't understand what's question.
Okay, so when you come back your home, okay, so what is happening when you come back your home? Okay, can you try to tell me, try to explain in your, for example, in your own words, what is happening when you are not, okay, something that is not happening, something that is happening in your home. Can you please tell me what is something that is happening in your home when you come back? When I come back, or if I come back to my home, so what is happening when you come back to your home? Can you please tell me?
I maybe there was a theft.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And your children, how do they feel when you come back your home to your home? So,
Ah,
so how do they
if
feel?
I if I come back suddenly, I think they will be quite trouble.
Why? Why?
Because maybe at the time they are watching television or looking in on the screen, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't allow them to do that
Okay. And why? Why you are not allow them to do that? Why?
because I don't want they are addicted with the latest technology, and then and it isn't. I think it's they will uh, they I related no they I will be at risk of some disease.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
Very
when they are coach potato
coach
to look
potato.
to look
Okay.
at the screens all day, they don't active anymore. Then they may their health will be at risk of obesity.
Okay, very nice. Okay, a positive. Okay, so this is something that can be, okay, really positive, really good. Okay, and what else is, for example, when you come back, what can be positive for you? Okay, just one moment, please. What?
Positive.
Yeah, something that is good for you. Okay, so what is something that
Yeah,
can be good for you? Can you please tell me?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think that I can when I come back home I can check uh, something in security.
Mm-hmm.
For example, when I left my home early, um, maybe maybe my children don't forget to close the door or turn off turn off the fire.
Okay.
Yes. So
Oh.
when I come back, I will check everything.
So you will check everything. Okay, very nice. Okay, and we have here, okay, okay, as I said before, something that is convenient. Okay, can you please tell me what is something that is convenient and not convenient for you? Do you have something that is convenient and not convenient for you? Can you please tell me?
Yes, something convenient is for example, when I take a business seat on the app uh, on um, on the easy airplane.
Mm-hmm.
Their service is very good, and they prepare everything for me,
Mm-hmm.
and have a luxury room for waiting the plane before flying.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's so convenient for reading books or at the same time eating something.
Eating something. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Uh,
and okay. And what is something that is, for example, when you are on a flight, when you are flying with airplane. Okay, so what is something that can be not be convenient for you? Okay, so we have things that
uh,
are convenient, and we have
when
seen things that are not
yeah,
convenient.
there something there was something not convenient when I think that they are delayed.
Okay, and why?
Was delay because I went on my business, and I have uh, sometimes I have a meeting after the trips. But when they was delayed, it took me maybe 1 or 2 hours, and I would miss my meeting, my meeting.
Okay, miss your meetings. Okay, very nice. Just
I miss my meeting.
one moment. My little boy is coming up. So just one moment.
Okay.
I need to close my door because my son approaching. Okay,
Okay.
and now, okay, and we have here, okay, this is interesting. Sentence number 5. Can you please read the sentence number 5?
Yes,
Mm-hmm,
they agree immediately.
mm-hmm.
Do you think? Do you think what?
Do you,
What?
okay, number 5. Can you unscramble sentence number 5?
Yeah, yeah. What do you think? They agree immediately.
What do you think? Do they agreed immediately? Immediately. Okay.
Immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately.
Okay, so what do you think about agreeing immediately? Hmm? Okay,
Mm,
do you agree immediately with your children?
no.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and can you please tell me? I want to ask you. Okay, what is something that you agreed with your co-workers, and what is something that you don't agree with your co-workers? Can you please tell me?
Uh, it depends if uh, they we have the same idea
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
the same solution. I um, I think that I will agree immediately
Mm-hmm. Okay.
because um, it's a waste time if I make postpone.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But
Thank-
if we have different ideas,
Mhm,
I think we have to discuss about the solution,
mhm,
and uh, it's not good it's not good to give to give decisions at the same time or immediately.
Immediately. Okay. And why is that not so good? Why? What do you think?
Because if there are a lot of ideas, I think maybe some of that is true or wrong. If
Oh,
I agree with it, I think if it may be wrong. It's when I don't think carefully.
If you don't think very carefully. Okay. Now, and that was really nice. And we have here number 6. Can you please read number 6?
Yeah. Well, phone, thought, home, and I and my wife. I I thought I thought iPhone 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 home and thought to my wife. Well,
Okay. And now, and I phoned home and I told to my wife. Okay, so how often do you, for example, can you please tell me how often do you call your home? So how often do you call someone to your home? Can you please tell me? Do you call?
I um I usually call to my I also usually ring to my sons at lunch when I cannot come back home, and I check he eat or not. He prepare for his school, and some things. I check he have some vitamin or not, and so on.
Mhm. Okay, very nice. And now let's see. And I want to ask you here, we have here conversation. Okay, now can you please read this part of the text? Can you please read this part of the text?
Yeah, you work for an airline that use local hotels. When it has overbooked flights, write a report for your boss compared to the two hotels below. Recommend one of hotels to use when flights are overbooked.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what would you do in this situation?
Mm, if it have overbooked,
So what would
use.
what would you do in this?
I
Mhm.
I am thinking about what is overbook.
Overbooked. Okay, so for example, overbooked is, for example, you have uh, this is okay. You book some. Your hotel is overbooked. Uh, so you're a manager of hotel, and everything is full. Okay, so you work on for airline that uses local hotels and overbooked flights. Has overbooked. Okay, so you can book some flights. Okay, so what would you do in this situation? Okay, so you have overbooked flights. So what is something that you can do in this situation?
Um,
So what is something that you would do in this situation? Hmm?
I think I will write a report for my boss.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and why? Why would you do something like this?
Uh, Maybe recommend the hotel to use.
Mhm. Okay, very nice. Okay, and for example, recommend as one. Okay, so if, for example, if you need, what would you do in this situation? For example, you have your flight and hotels are overbooked. Every hotel is scheduled. You don't have any hotel that is available. So what would you do in this situation?
Uh, I think I would recommend him to take another flight
Mm-hmm.
and delay it if because if there is no hotel at the moment, it's difficult for him to take a rest and I think maybe he have to wait for me to find another hotel for him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and in your let's say in your country, are I just want to ask you about overbooked hotels. Are they overbooked? Okay, for example, hotels, are they overbooked? Can you please tell me? Hmm?
Mm, I think so. In summer, um, most of hotels in on the beach are overbooked
Overbooked.
because a lot of people want to go to the beach for swimming or for summer holidays.
Hmm. For some holidays. Hmm. Okay, very nice. Okay, and can you please tell me, okay, where on your next destination, where would you like to go? Hmm?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I think so maybe Hạ Long Bay.
Hmm. And why in Halong Bay? Why would you like to go there?
Uh, because it's take only 2 hours from my country, from my city, and it's the I can immerse immerse driving into the sea to see corals,
Mhm.
or walking on the beach to recharge my energies and maybe escape from the hustle and bustle of the city of Hello City.
Mhm.
For why? Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, and now let's try to read this part. Okay, can you please read this part for me?
Uh, the Emperor usually very quiet, beautiful hotel, good restaurant, and business facilities, small gym, staff very helpful when there's a problem.
When there's a problem. Okay, so what hotel, for example, the last question that I have for you, what hotel would you suggest me, for example, if I come to your city? So
Oh,
what hotel would you suggest me to be in? Okay, so what
uh,
is the hotel that you would suggest to me?
I think so. You if you have time, you can. I would like to invite you to visit my city. There are a lot of hotel. For example, Metropole Hotel. It's a set 5 stars, and the service is very excellent. They cast everything around you, and the landscapes was impeccable because it's located on the hill and look a views to Hotel Lake.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it's a one it's the biggest lake in my city.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. That was really nice. Now we finished our class. Okay, I need to go because I have another class in in 2 3
Yeah,
minutes.
okay.
Yes. Okay, so did you enjoy today? We used to talk. You used to talk a lot. Did you enjoy today?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I know it's late in your country right now, and probably I know that you need to go to sleep. I wish you a good night, and
Yeah.
hope to see you soon. See you
Hope
on
to visit.
Wednesday. See you on Wednesday.
Yes. Bye bye.
Bye bye.